The story of Aeon Flux about individual fighting for individual freedom.
That's the story right there. You just summed it up. Definitely. It's about a person who's brave enough to ask bigger questions, to not live in that gilded cage with what they think is safety. I think it's a question that we're asking today in our society today, and it's one that we will ask as we travel into the future. I think it's one of those things that, you know, it's very easy to sit here and think of all the materialistic things that makes life interesting and worth living. But at the end of the day, if you don't have that freedom, it's not a life.
I would like to know the work of Peter Chunks. I mean, he really reflects reality on a science fiction way, but it's quite, I mean, what
very realistic.
Very close to reality.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yes, very much so. He has this incredible talent to create this utter, beautiful, outrageous, futuristic world. And yet there's a truth about what I really believe is his beliefs that comes through in his work that is so artistic and so incredible. And that was the element that was very important for me to stay true in this version of the film that we were making.
To get ready physically, did you have to change your diet, go crazy, have a trainer, or is it like the daily life of...
Oh, God, no. Not the daily life of Charlize Theron. Yeah, I trained for 4 months before we started filming for about 5 hours every single day, 6 days a week. Learned gymnastics, learned capoeira, learned to work with the person from Cirque du Soleil to become very supple, and but to learn the skills so that it wasn't just about a physical transformation, but to tell this story and doing everything that I had to do.
On daily life, do you keep a tight schedule, or are you very hard with yourself in terms of dieting, exercising, and all that?
No, I love food, and that's why I have to work out. Because I could never go through my life on a diet or just eating salad. To me, life is food. It brings people together. It's something that's very important to me, and I love doing that. So when you know you want to live that way, then you have to do something, which is fine because I like having an active life. And
was it easy for you to understand the need of liberation that Aeon Flux had?
Yes, very much. Yeah, that wasn't hard for me, especially not in the day and age that we're living right now. There were a lot of things that came very naturally to me in this futuristic world that we created that felt very similar to when I went home and turned the news on.
Considering that you fought very hard to get where you are, what do you think are the qualities that kept you going? Tenacity or?
Resilience. Yeah, I think resilience pretty much sums it up. It's a hard business, and it's a business of rejection. And, you know, I think if you have a pretty good sense of who you are as a person, and you're surrounded by good people around you who remind you of that every single day, and you know the few things, the handful of things that matter in life, I think that those are the important things.
My last question, our war season is starting, and there are rumors about North Country and all that. How do you feel about that, and what was the impact of getting the Oscar for once?
Look, it's a great honor. You know, it's always nice when people say nice things, but it's not something that, it's not why I wanted to make the film, and it's not, you know, it's incredible when something like that happens to you once, and I think it would be incredibly greedy of me to even think that that would happen a second time. And there are so many actors working right now who are so deserving of that, who've never experienced that. So, you know, I'd love for Nikki Caro to get some attention from this. I think she did such an incredible job. And, you know, people like Richard Jenkins in the film, and our cinematographer, Chris Menges. I mean, every single person who worked on that film worked so hard. And I've been fortunate enough to go through that experience. So I really hope for them to get that, because I really believe that they deserve it.